Well, I guess you all got to see Nick get hit in the nuts.
Oh yeah,
Fans of the show, greatest.
people's been sending me messages about it.
Yeah,
There's your frijoles.
Yeah.
frijoles. Everybody loved the frijoles.
Don't go to a Mexican restaurant with the Ukrainian flag. They sent all their beans to Ukraine. And they're now sourcing them locally. You don't want to know.
New contest for future
what
subscribers.
do we have subscribers? Just so I have like an idea. Before
I think
I
238.
238. We get to
237.
Oh God.
We
get to 300.
Okay.
And I'll let Nathan, who won't hold back at all, fucking, I don't know. I'm not risking my jaw or my teeth.
Chef's choice.
Chef's choice. Yeah,
Okay,
Nathan gets
great.
chef's
Just
choice.
no face.
Perfect.
On my body. Yeah,
All
anything
right.
but the face. Nathan gets chef's choice.
Anything but the
300.
moneymaker.
And we have plenty of time on that. Obviously,
Yeah.
The sooner the better.
Let's just say.
Oh, you're not giving a
indefinite-
set date?
Well, yeah, and just
I would give a set
when we
date,
hit
man.
300.
Oh, just when we hit 3?
The 300 subscriber special. Nathan is going to most likely put the punishment on my dick and
Steve
balls.
Siegel you right through a window.
Yeah. Oh, see now that
Same
actually
restaurant.
checks off.
Right through the Ukrainian flag. All right, let's. Patrick, what's the name of this crazy ass movie?
This
that we
is
watched?
called Beware Children at Play.
Beware Children at Play, 1989.
Yeah,
Trauma
I think it was
movie.
89 Trauma, Vinegar Syndrome redid it for Blu-ray.
Yeah,
And had a campy vibe. It was like, yeah, it mentioned camp and people getting murdered. I was like, cool.
kind
Let's
of.
let's
It's
kind of
about-
starts off with camping and then but the kids end up camping, living in the woods.
That's true.
Murdering
feral
adults.
feral kids
Yeah.
murdering
Feral
people.
kids.
That's what
Right.
it is. That's what.
Yeah.
Before you get going, let's cheers to
Cheers.
to crazy movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the beginning of this movie, we see the son and his dad out camping,
Just camping.
having a
just-
jolly good
Yeah,
time.
just playing hide and go seek in the
Singing.
woods, singing getting told
campfire
some
songs.
weird
His dad's doing weird poetry,
poetry.
and but
Get stuck in a bear trap.
while they're playing tag or whatever, Dad gets stuck in a bear trap.
Which you should be able to just kind of.
There was never any indication of them trying to fix that issue at all. It's just
Oh well, the dad tried it for
he's
a minute.
like,
And
go
then
get
the
the
kid-
food, son. We're
the
gonna
kid
be
tried
stuck
it
here
a few
forever.
times. Kid
They're
didn't
gonna
have
come
much strength.
find us.
Yeah,
They're gonna look for us.
and then he's like, "It's been 3 days.
Yeah.
Nobody's looked for us."
So his dad, he is getting crazier and crazier as time goes on. He's saying this like goofy ass.
Spouting random like
Stuff.
half Bible verses,
Yeah.
half ancient folklore.
it's the demons in the woods.
Yeah, and so he tells his son, he says, do exactly what I tell you to do. And he reaches one last time to try to get the bear trap off of his leg. He dies.
I was hoping he was going to eat the maggots.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like he was going to pull the maggots off his leg and eat them. But his son then immediately, upon his dad's death, pulls his shirt up, takes a knife,
Big old
fucking
Bowie
stabs
knife,
him in
yeah,
the
just-
stomach, cuts it open, and then like takes out I don't know, his
Innards.
liver or something, and just starts eating it.
He was hungry. He's been living on soup cans.
Soup
Yeah.
cans,
For 3 days.
marshmallows, fish.
And the movie starts so boring and
Right.
nothing, and then it just all of a sudden the kid starts eating his own dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it goes 10. So we jump
10
forward
years
10
later.
years,
Different family.
different family coming in, and
They're visiting Uncle Larry,
old Uncle Larry, the cop,
the sheriff
the sheriff.
of a town that everybody hates him.
Our
Ellensburg.
main guy, he's a writer. He writes like paranormal investigation
To the
kinda-
best of his own truths.
Yeah,
It's up to the readers to
His
decide if
wife,
it's
of
true
course,
or not.
a
His wife
college
hates it.
professor, hates it. So, despite the fact that he's paying for everything.
It's because the boobs on the books.
That's primarily the front and back
Yeah.
cleavage, if I recall correctly.
the cleavages. Yeah, the cleavages, front and back.
But he's like, I don't see you complaining when the money comes in.
Except she is.
Yeah.
So he's coming into this town because his friend, the sheriff, his daughter had disappeared 3 years ago, and now a bunch of other kids have disappeared, and he can't figure anything out. This fucking cop.
Yeah.
Worth a fuck.
12 kids are missing.
Yeah.
12.
And
Can't figure it out.
and also adults have disappeared as well.
Yeah, but that's not as important as kids going missing,
yeah.
apparently. You're like, adults die up here all the time. We're in the mountains up here.
So
We're in
he's bringing in his guy to try anything.
Yeah.
Paranormal investigate. He's a ghost hunter.
And then
So that's kind of the setup of the.
you got the medical examiner. He meets him up at the house at the cookout.
This weird ass guy with his.
He will only believe him, the author, if he can convince him aliens are real.
Yeah. And he just sits there in his way too tight pants, reading his lines right directly behind the camera, and just I couldn't stop looking at his like sausage pants as he's sitting there.
That's the point of the pants, is to
Yeah.
bring focus to it.
It does.
Look what I'm
the fact
for.
that he is reading his lines.
He looks so uncomfortable.
just and there's like a lot of
Everybody
stuttering
in this
and stuff,
movie,
yeah.
almost everybody feels like they're reading their.
They definitely are. They definitely are. It's like, I can't remember all that Anglo-Saxon verbiage.
Angel Saxon
Yeah,
or whatever
Angel
the guy
Saxon.
says the
Yeah.
one time at the end. But so when's the next murder?
It's the Bible salesman.
Yes, great character. He sells his goddamn Bibles. He says, like,
Everything is just goddamn.
it's like these goddamn hicks they buy these Bibles up.
He
Yep.
exposes himself to our main character essentially entirely. Gives us the full rundown of what's going on.
Yeah, the history.
because-
There used to be this religious cult that lived
The
in
Brownies.
the area, and
They were before the KKK.
they're
they're
like
crazier.
the KKK, but way worse.
way worse. Yeah, they make them look tolerant.
So, well, yeah, he follows this guy onto a field. His car's broke down, and you just see this fucking sickle
Oh yeah, just comes up.
comes up, and then he's laying on the ground. This is really good.
He's
This is a
already
good
cut
kill.
in half.
He's cut, and then he's like
Trying to get away and scoots away from
and he
his legs.
scoots himself away from his legs, and then his guts spill out. It was great.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good kill.
I will-
Yeah,
I will say this movie, it does drag quite a bit in this. It's a lot of just nonsense.
Yeah.
Which he brought up a good point. Author's been here 5 minutes. He's already onto something here.
Yeah, he's
Found
like,
the
oh,
car.
Here's the car from the guy that disappeared.
Weird that it's on his property. Let's start there. Nah, we gotta go back and do some
Well,
research.
the sheriff was
Yeah.
always barking up his tree the whole movie. He's you know what? I'm gonna talk to you again later. You got a warrant? No. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna talk to you again. You know, like,
Looked like he had something to say there.
Yeah,
I
I thought
did.
something was coming out.
Yeah. No.
No, I'm still my frijoles are swollen.
I don't think it was that boring. I mean, because even the slow parts,
Mhm.
the acting is so bad, and this is one of the keys of a good bad movie is even when nothing's really happening,
Mhm.
the dialogue and the characters, everything is so bad. Even that is entertaining.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really stupid conversations. There's a lot of they start getting into this, tying this to Beowulf and Grendel. It doesn't make any sense.
It made perfect sense. You didn't
I
still
had to
see
have
it.
been in English 101.
exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't take your Anglo-Saxon literature
I have.
class.
I wrote a very extensive paper on Beowulf. Actually, I've gone through that story with a fucking fine tooth comb. Actually, I mean,
Not
it was-
as good
It was
as
a long time
them.
ago.
Back
yeah.
in '89.
But yeah, even the quiet parts, it's fine to me because the acting is bad, the characters everybody is just kind of off and weird.
Mhm.
But we start to get more murders. Like we find out it's these kids. The older kid is he's like the Peter Pan of all these evil.
Oh,
other
the main
kids.
kid.
Yeah, he grows up and then he's kidnapped all these other kids, and they've all become like brainwashed
They're just-
into his.
Easily convinced to be.
How many
Yes.
toys can I bring with me?
But they never. it seems like the kids are kind of under supernatural influence, but it never really explains if they are or
They don't
aren't.
expand on it. No.
No, other than I guess the beginning was like the spirit of the woods or something like that. I think the Bible salesman was talking about. So
Yeah.
he kind of touched on it a little bit. He was like, they were crazy. They had demons up in here, and then that was it.
A good example of the acting in this movie is like when they first get to, they're sitting in the sheriff's house with him and his wife, and then the other two, the paranormal investigator and his wife, they're all sitting there, and he starts asking him, for help, and he's talking about bringing in this psychic he worked for. It just, the sheriff's wife immediately turns to him and is like, "God damn it! Why aren't you out there finding our kids?
She's been gone for 3 years."
I was just screaming, red face. That was really funny out of nowhere, and at least she had some emotion. And
She had the emotion, and then when their second daughter gets kidnapped by him, and he's standing by the fence that they, I guess, yanked her through.
Yeah.
He's saying, "Man, can't go through these woods."
No,
Can't
not
search.
even with the whole National Guard.
You could search forever in these woods and never find a damn thing. I mean, she only disappeared 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
but
can't track her down.
better go call that psychic.
At the end of my
so
road,
dumb.
I'll tell you what.
It's so stupid. I love it. It's just like
Just so calm about it.
They
Oh,
just
second
fucking-
daughter gone.
Yeah, they're
My
just-
lineage is gone.
they all
right now.
they're like cracking jokes or hanging out in the fucking sheriff's office reading like old ass books about Anglo-Saxon poetry and all this shit. And meanwhile, you've got like 100 hicks outside.
They love to
they
congregate.
bulk bought flannel from Sam's Club or
Yeah.
something, and
They
the
just-
same straw hats.
They just went into a random bar up the road from where they were
Yeah.
filming at.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
We'll give you
Yeah.
each $5 if you be in our
Yeah.
movie.
You
You
just
just-
act angry for
just-
10 minutes.
yeah, that's it.
And they're just like rabble, 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 rabble.
tired of these kids going missing. What you gonna do, Sheriff? I didn't vote for you.
I didn't vote for you. I'm not voting for you again, by God.
The sheriff's like, "What do you want me to do? Go away."
Yeah, I'm gonna go on in now.
Oh, the reporter.
There is a reporter, yeah, very obnoxious, annoying
Yeah,
reporter.
I hated her. I'm glad she died.
So she had a great death. She goes to that
Mhm.
same fucking house where that one old guy lives, where that car was parked.
Yeah.
And
Husband told the wife, "Don't go outside. Don't do it."
yeah.
She died.
Oh yeah, and she
Yeah.
was fucking propped up
She's
in
like
the
a
field
scarecrow, yeah.
with her face eaten off, and there's rats crawling. around.
Right.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good. That was really gross. Yeah, the eyes bugging out of the corpse face.
Two
But-
full-grown ass rats hanging
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
But the reporter sees that, freaks out. She's running through the fucking field into these woods, and these
Kids
little
had a
kids,
trap.
they have this board with these spikes coming out of it, and she's running through it. They just lift it up, and she just runs into
Stab.
it, stabs herself. That was good. Very good.
I was very creative with those kids, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so it starts to escalate. The kids are running around, starting to kill more people.
Right. A lot quicker. They get braver, go into the house. They kill.
They get the other
Paranormals.
kids. They get they get our paranormal guy's kid. They
Yeah.
kill his wife.
Yep. Kidnap the missing daughter's mom.
Yep.
They bring her in.
So yeah, should we go to that scene
The weird scene, yeah,
where
where Grindel, the
Okay,
the
so
adult
in-
boy.
The kids, to precede that, the kid's name was Glenn.
Glenn
You hear-
Randall?
Yeah,
Glenn
Glenn Randall. Yeah, you hear that.
Grandel.
Yeah.
Sounds
It's an
yeah, it's
alliteration.
very- yeah,
My God.
Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxon. Glenn, you do hear him call his kid Glenn. You don't know that his last name is Randall, but you do hear that actually be alliterated too.
Yeah. Yeah, they talk about
Yeah.
that. But so you've got this. They kidnapped the sheriff's wife. No,
Yeah, the sheriff's wife.
it was the sheriff's wife. They kidnap her. They've got her tied up. She starts to break free. She runs into this fucking hut with all these heads
Oh,
and
yeah.
hands hanging in
Yep,
it.
skin sitting there.
Masturbation hut.
Yeah, and the kids just find her immediately, and she's just in there. And then the older kid, our original kid, Glenn Randall, just fucking
And I called it.
crawls in there,
And
and
just goes to town.
her two kids are watching through
Yeah.
the fucking thing, and he fucking rapes her in front of all
Yeah.
these kids.
Weird.
And it was just, I was like, I can't believe they're going that far. with
Oh,
this
you
shit.
thought that was going.
Yeah, yes, I did. I did think that was going.
That was
far, and
more
I didn't
tame than
realize
the end.
really how far they would go. So yeah, our main guy starts to piece together what's happening. He's run into these kids. They stab him in the leg, and he gets away from them.
Gets into a weird thing with his niece.
Oh,
niece
yeah.
was like,
His niece is
Yeah,
jealous
it's fine.
because
You're
Treat me
my
like
mom was
how
bound up
Randall
and had
treated
my
your
mom.
wife. Yeah, your mom.
some weird incest stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. But the guy that has the farm where the cars were stored, he starts praying up. He's praying,
Oh yeah,
getting in his Bible deep, and he's like, I
it's like
figured
one of
it
the
out.
dudes out at Market Square. It's preaching some stuff
Yeah,
out.
street
Soap
preacher.
op-
A little bit like a street
yeah.
preacher. Yeah, so he figures out we need to go back to the old ways. And he starts talking about Abraham and shit. He goes,
Cleanse the earth.
Tradition, by God.
he goes back and he's preaching to all the people in the town square, and they're all getting into, yeah, we're going to go back to do this. And the main guy comes back with the girl, and he's like, guys, I know where they're at. But
It's
then
just
they're
a
like,
bunch of kids.
it's just a bunch of kids. They're just fucked up and fucked in the head because of this cult. And they're like, no, we have to sacrifice all these kids. It's...
Tell you what, that man's got a lot of propaganda. He can hold a crowd because he holds them from night until fucking
But
sun
they
up.
stand
By
there,
God.
they never move. And
So the paranormal dude, he gets to the little town they have set
the
up.
little camp, where
Yeah.
the kids live, yeah.
Fights Grindle, takes him down pretty easily.
Yeah, he beats him up. No
And
problem.
he won. He's like, okay, got my daughter.
32
Yeah, where's my
years
kid?
old
Yeah.
versus fucking 13. Easy fight.
Yep, we're good to go. And the whole town comes up.
They all swarm. Everybody's got guns and hatchets and machetes.
Paranormal, the guy's like, hey, we're good.
He's like, they're just kids.
They're just kids. We don't got to do anything. Just take them in.
Our
It's all
main
right.
character. He's like, everything's fine, and you just see this guy just slowly raise his gun,
Shoots him right in the
Just
fucking
shoot
head.
him in the fucking head.
Fuck that guy.
And then at this point,
Fucking.
we've got one of the craziest fucking scenes I've ever seen, and we've seen some crazy shit.
This is the most baffling shit
I mean-
ever. They just said, let's murder all these
They
fucking
murder
kids.
it's their own kids.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They murder all their own kids.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, you
Terrible
just
ways.
individual, one for one. Just boom. I brought you into this world. I can take you out. He starts gun.
One kid runs up to his dad like, and his
Stabbed in
dad
the
hugs
back.
him and then stabs him in the back.
The adult puts the fucking gun right in his mouth.
Oh God.
There's a smiley face behind him, and this dad literally takes the gun and just puts it in his mouth. It's like, holy shit.
Pitchfork through a kid's neck.
Then they nail the kid to the wall with a pitchfork.
Two
through his
dudes
neck.
with shotguns just blow this one kid's head off as
His head explodes. And then they're just randomly shooting and stabbing kids.
Yeah,
all over the
just
place.
violence on kids. Just boom.
I say the only time I've ever seen that was House at Jackville,
Yeah.
where he kills like his family, like he's hunting.
Yeah, that movie was way darker
It's way darker.
than this. This to me was more comical.
It's goofy.
yeah,
but
it's so goofy.
It's still really over the top and fucked up. And then literally, I mean, that's the end of the movie. All the kids are dead. The main
Yeah.
characters are all dead. Everybody's dead.
Except for the main character's daughter.
Oh yeah, he does. He falls on his daughter's
Yeah.
body.
Mm-hmm.
She's the last one left.
Yeah.
And what does
will.
she do?
Loses her mind and tries to kill a rabbit.
Oh, she got.
Yeah,
she's
she
definitely-
got that
She
rabbit,
killed that
yeah.
fucking rabbit.
So she did. Maybe she had to have been possessed, right?
By Grindle.
Right. She was the new Grendel.
Yeah.
From the hit book in high school, Beowulf.
Hit. Classic.
Classic.
Two
epic
classics:
poem.
Bible and Beowulf. And
Yeah.
bestsellers.
Split them together. Makes sense.
Yeah. By God.
Put them together, and this is the movie you get. It's literature. it's
At its
English
finest.
literature.
Yeah. English appreciation 101.
So let's. I mean, unless you got anything else, we just go to scores.
Yeah, we got the scores.
Why don't you go first, Nick?
Until that last scene, this movie was a 2 for me as far as dragging out and kind of being just really corny. The acting was not, obviously, none of these movies that the acting is awesome in. You know, some of the lines were like they're stuttering. It doesn't seem like, okay, this is just a dude that's talking and he's stuttering, whatever. It's like this is an actor that's not good at acting. That last scene honestly brought it up a whole point for scores for me, just because it was just fucking wild.
Oh, because you like the watching kids getting murdered.
Patricide, yeah, absolutely. It was nuts. It brought everything together. They had the masturbation hut where they got heads and skins and
I like how one person
Yeah,
said, wait, you said that.
you're the one
You
that
said
said
that.
that.
And it's
Well,
like,
yeah. Well, I mean,
it became the rape hut.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it was a rape hut. That's what that
Heads
was.
and hands hanging from the fucking ceiling.
They were boiling.
What do you
something
think
in
they
a
were
pot.
doing with those heads and hands? They didn't keep any other body parts in that hut
You
but
said
heads
it.
and hands.
You
I
said
said it.
it,
I'll
not
say
us.
it. I'll say it. It's a 3 for me. That last scene was worth an entire bucket of popcorn. The acting was corny, but it's worth watching at least once with your friends. Definitely, it's a 3 bucket movie for me. It was wild. It was crazy. That last scene made the whole movie. It was definitely worth it.
All right. I'm gonna give this 3.5. Personally, for me,
Can't believe you guys. I can't believe it. Go on.
I can't give it a 5 just based on the whole scene, like the ending
Just on
thing.
one scene,
Yeah. If I had that scene without like if that was the whole movie, it was just
Just
adults
kids being
just-
killed for an hour and a half.
yeah, then maybe a 5. But very hard. But no, it's just 3. Just a lot of parts of it was just long, which I'm okay with, like dialogue and stuff. But to me it didn't really keep me interested in it.
The sheriff being incompetent was not enough to.
I like a good incompetent sheriff, like a Gomer Pyle, or
Gomer wasn't a sheriff.
No, he was a deputy for a little bit. I think.
Yeah,
So it
later
was,
on.
Yeah, towards the end. But yeah,
Gomer only meant good in his heart. By
Yeah.
Judy.
No, that was the other guy.
but yeah. I mean, it's 3.5 for me, just because there was a lot of parts of it that I felt was dragging on. Wasn't that interested in it, but the end really did really good. The kills of with the kids killing the adults was hilarious to me, and then the kids getting murdered by the parents was hilarious to me too. Not saying that I condone that. I just thought it was fun.
Good, thank you for clarifying. I think you guys are crazy. I think it's a great movie. This is a 5. This is 5 all the way. Yeah, there are slow parts when they're talking about bullshit, but it's still stupid and interesting because it's so stupid. And there are kills sprinkled throughout this movie.
Yeah.
Things we
that
haven't.
medium gets killed.
Yeah, things we
you know.
didn't mention. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff that happened that we didn't mention. And even though there are times that are slow, it's still weird. And I really feel like Barry J. Gillis would agree with me about this movie. This is like grade A trash, as he would say. And the ending of that fucking movie is got to be top 5.
It is.
I mean, it's
one
up
of the
there
best
with
endings.
it's up there with Gozu when the guy shoots out of the woman's vagina, like full body, stands up.
That's what I'm up to one time. It's weird.
It's one of the greatest endings of anything ever. I mean, it's terrible, but it's so fucking funny and over the top. And I mean, prime entertainment. And there was enough through there too. If you're into this kind of shit, I think this is like you have to watch this movie.
This is one of the better trauma.
If you're into crazy B movies, you have to watch this movie.
Right.
So it's a 5
I could see
for me.
that. I could definitely see that. The ending certainly, I felt like, made the entire movie worth sitting through. You know, to understand the context of these people killing their
It's
kids
just they went so far with that. I mean, well, in that, yeah, just the one that really got me was the fucking kid with the gun in the mouth. It was just, so,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, man. I could not fucking believe
The
it.
kid was scared and cowering, and the adult in the stall was
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
"Yep, we're gonna do this."
And the fucking brain splatter on the smiley face thing behind him was like fucked up, man. So yeah, great time all around. Bring your kids. There you go.
Yeah, let your kids watch it.
Yeah.
Teach them.
Yeah. Oh, you won't go to bed?
Oh, this is what will
Here,
happen.
watch this movie.
Crazy assholes will convince you to be cannibals, and then the town will have
Don't
to
eat
murder
me
you.
after I step in a bear trap. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
Okay, there you go.
All right, that's it.
Watch us next time. Like, subscribe, comment.
300. Nathan's
300.
gonna punch me in the dick and balls.
I'll do-
really hard.
Nathan
I'll
will
think
not
of something creative and fun,
hold back.
but I definitely won't hold back.
Thank you for holding back, because it's